All right. Good afternoon, YouTube. It's your man page coming to you live on YouTube. Right now, here I have MMA superstar. She's we consider she's one of the. She had the fastest hands in a time. She knocked a girl out in 20 seconds in the Invicta. And this is one Miss Chantel Killa Coates, or we call her Chantel 20 Seconds Coates. Say hello to everybody out there, Miss Coates.
Hello, everyone.
Yes. Now I know everybody. You might be a little confused, but right now she's Miss Coates is in the Army, so we say thank you for your service. And she's right now. I think she's doing some.
Yeah,
She's going to basic training, so we're going to have a little bit of kind of delay. Yeah, and we're gonna have a little bit kind of delay. She can hear me, but it's gonna look like it's gonna be kind of funny to y'all. It might be like she may not be bothering soon because I think is the her I think she's on her phone is different before if she was like if she was on Wi-Fi something like that, but it's just different timing. But she can hear me, and if you want to ask questions and want to know what she's up to, how she's doing. I mean, just you can ask in the comment section. I'd like to appreciate everybody. Drop a like. Also, I have information like she has a GoFundMe, she has a Cash App. So you want to sell something because I know being in the service, it's just like being in the army. So anyway, I know you did some time ago. You did an interview with my man, Coach Sheridan Harrison. He's a big fan of you. I mean, he yeah, because he really loved when you knocked that girl out in 20 seconds.
yes, I love him. I follow him all the time and watch his stuff. He's a sponsor me. He sponsored me one time, so thank you for that, Coach Sheldon.
Yeah, yeah. He's the guy who really got me into this because he's really I really he really inspired me because if you follow my content, my I do stuff on MMA, but most of my stuff is bodybuilding. But I do try to reach out to a lot of MMA fighters, and I have a big respect for y'all ladies because yeah, and because the one thing is with the men there's like half a billion channels on YouTube for the men, and there's only so few for y'all ladies, you know. And but guys like Coach Sheridan Harrison and
Yeah.
MMA Addict really try to give y'all response. So what you doing right now in the military?
Um, I'm logistics. Is that you asking me what's my job in the military, or like what am I doing right now?
Yes, both.
Like I'm in logistics for a battery unit. So right now I'm just guarding the gates, basically checking ID, checking. I'm just doing security right now.
Hmm.
But they have a weekend pass, so I'm just
So
really
your
just
top
guarding.
flight. Uh-huh. So your top flight security.
Yes, top flights. Yes, yes.
And that's the thing this is security that she can beat you down. Now the question is like really a lot of people like to know is what really got you into MMA, especially being you know it's so young and get into such a
So
violent sport.
because I just did an interview and they asked that same question. And it's funny that you are a bodybuilder. Like I just wanted to go to the gym and I seen like girls they're training and stuff, and I always been very athletic and strong and stuff. So I was like, I think I want to do a show, right? And I wanted to do a bikini show, but I was big then. And the lady was telling me how
Mm-hmm.
she thinks I'm a little too stocky, too my muscles too stocky to be like a bikini girl. And it kind of discouraged me. So I was like, I just want to find something that's for me. Like I just wanted to find a purpose. So that's I went to a different gym and I see them teaching Muay Thai. I believe Muay Thai was the class they was doing. So I enrolled into that class and I got into that and I was loving it. And I made a video of me because I was so excited and doing cheerleading kicks, thinking I'm doing roundhouses and stuff. And one of my hometown long-term friend, Willie Matt, saw the video. Was like, oh man, I can help you out with that. And I just did that. Took a fight, and that's how I caning. That's how I started.
Yeah.
Side cameras like weird.
And like,
Okay, but yeah, that's
yeah.
how I started doing it.
And like I said, what was it like when you got in your, like you started as an amateur, like a lot of inmate fighters start off. What was that feeling when you got that first hit in the face?
Uh, so for me, it was more like an attack. Like if someone hits me, I was ready to come get them, like pay them back. I didn't learn how to control myself. Like, hey, it's reset. I was ready to kill you. Like, oh, you hit me, I'm going to kill you.
Yeah, that's one thing. I think I hadn't been to many fights growing up. I'm from the country. I ain't do a lot of fist throwing fights. I grab you, put you down, I wrestle. But
Right. So
what is your favorite? As a yeah, I'm a country boy, and as a what's your style? What was the style you studied? You start out with BJJ? Did you start out with Muay Thai? What was the style you
I
start out
started
with?
out
Because
Muay
those are
Thai.
styles that really help out when you
I
become
started,
a full MMA fighter.
started out. Yes, I started out with Muay Thai. I didn't like. I had 15 Muay Thai fights. I was 15-2, and then I decided to do MMA after that. So I had 3 MMA fights before I went pro. So like
Mm-hmm.
basically that's what I started off doing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And then, how long before you got signed to Victor, or before you became after
After
your amateur career?
yeah, so I took like 3 MMA fights, and then I got the call from Shannon App, and that's how I got my first fight. So I mean, I've been doing kickboxing for 5 years, so they took that experience as well, along with my MMA, and I've did some jiu-jitsu tournaments,
Uh huh.
to work on my ground game. So
We
that
like we like. Oh,
that's how I started doing that. You said what?
yeah, and that's what it is. You have to be multifaceted, especially with MMA. You have to be multifaceted, especially with MMA. You have to be not just you have your Muay Thai. You need your ground game, like with BJJ, and you get the kickboxing, your boxing. You have to have everything to come together to be like the complete MMA fighter.
Yes, yeah, I agree. I feel like the concepts of it, of
Mm-hmm.
all the arts, are pretty much the same, though. It's just learn how to apply it,
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah,
pretty much you want to be
because
more well-rounded.
yeah. Mm-hmm. Like I said, like now you're not like I said. You took some time off because I know you had a baby, and she's how old is you? What's your name? Of your daughter? How old is she now?
My baby's name is Sayla, and she is 9 months now.
Oh, that's cute. Cause I saw you in a video on your Instagram. You have her try to walk a little bit. She looks so cute, and I think I said she's a cute baller baby.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thank
and like I
you.
said,
She
it was just
appreciates it. Yeah, she likes
yeah. You're welcome. You're welcome. Yeah. Yeah, and that's the thing is, I think a lot of people have this ideology when women like there's women who are MMA get pregnant. They say, "Oh, we never see him get done." But you have a career and you focus on your career right now. But anytime you're ready to, if you feel like it, you can always come back to MMA when you want to, when you ever have the time.
Yes. I mean, but I never stopped, like a lot of stuff had to be quiet, but I would still watch a lot of film. I feel like it just gave me a big hunger. Like I never want to fight so much, so bad lately. So I learned a whole bunch. I feel like I'm bigger. I understand the game more. I'm in a new school right now, Glory MMA. Shout out to them with James Krause, and I feel like my ground game is improved better. Here I actually got to with my wrestling team, so I feel like my wrestling is much better, and I'm just so like fired up just to show all this.
Mhm.
So I feel like
And like I said,
basically that
that's a
helped me.
good
Like
thing. That
I feel like I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's a good thing. You see, you keep yourself, you train. You see, especially with the pandemic going on. I mean, COVID shut down a
Yeah,
lot of fights. I mean, you just heard, yeah, just a while ago, Random Marcos had to drop out of a fight because she tested positive COVID.
yeah.
There's been like it's just been a mess. I mean, if it didn't happen, I
Oh yeah,
think things would have gone as usual.
exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah, which kind of kind
and
of helped like everything
what?
with me.
Yeah, it's crazy. Mm, yeah, the world has shut down. It just how it is. But who do you feel is the biggest inspiration to you in just in life in general?
Can you ask that again? I kind of cut out.
Okay, like who's the biggest inspiration in life in general? Who inspires you to really just get up in the morning and say, "I got to do what I got to do"?
Uh, my children just inspire me so much. I feel like I learn from them so much. This what makes me motivated to do this. Like I don't know what to do without them. So that's what inspires me the most. To me. I
Hmm.
just think that very they're
Yeah.
very gifted. Just show me more about life than I never realized it was.
Hmm. Like I said, it's so much in life that people want to do, and they inspire themselves to do this. What inspires you the most?
What inspires me the most about fighting is that what
Yes, yes, yes.
what inspires me the most
Can you hear
about
me?
fighting? What inspires me the most about fighting? Yes, I can hear you. What inspires me the most
Yeah.
is uh, just the way it makes me feel. Like what I guess that's what just keeps me. I felt like if I don't get to do it that day, then it's pretty much a bad day for me. So it's five challenges in it within it, training. So it just
Yeah.
inspires me
Yes.
all of it.
Yeah, just that it gives you that feeling when you train and you're sparring and you just feel like just it's like you get up and just it makes your day, huh?
Yeah, it does. It's because it's a hard job, and but it's like little short. Like I can
Yeah.
get work pretty fast. You know, go around, finish that, or train for it. Just that I get immediately. So it just makes like set goals. Like, hey, I didn't get choked today. Minute today. Now, just little things. Have gratitude.
Yeah.
So I'll
Yeah.
take that into life. Like, hey,
Yeah.
if I did,
Like I say,
you know,
mhm.
hell, just there. Made it there on time.
Like also
That's a
with
good goal. Because my G bar is
inmate fighters don't get make as
away.
much money compared to like box.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. All right. I'm about to say, there's also some pros and cons with being an inmate fighter. Um, y'all don't get paid as much compared to boxers. I think there's also going on because it's they're right now they're more active. You know, you get me. I'm going in and out. I think right now it makes y'all don't get paid as much compared to the boxer. Like you look at someone like Floyd Mayweather, who used to didn't come out, didn't go to the ring to get made fight to get paid. Maybe like someone like John Jones or maybe Amanda Nunes might get maybe a couple of million at the most if they're lucky.
What is the? I don't really hear the question.
Come on. Uh-oh. Okay. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
Hey,
Sorry.
Marcus Bell. Yeah, thanks for smash the like. Yeah. All right. That's all right. You know how it is. Technology. My man Marcus Bell is here. He's here to,
Yeah.
say that he's coming through just to smash and like. Marcus, yeah, me and Marcus. You might have heard Marcus Bell. He comes on coaches shows every now and then. Marcus, thanks. You know, but the question is, yeah, she's in the army, Marcus.
Hi.
You're welcome. Yeah, Marcus Bell. He used to. You might have heard his name before. Coach might miss his name. He used to come on his live streams every now and then. But anyway, my question was going to be saying there's some pros and cons with MMA right now. As you know, the big pro is that they're active. There's more MMA fights in the last few months than has been for boxing. The con is that you know y- y'all don't get paid as much compared to boxers. Even guys not even top 10 in boxing or did hell. What's going on here? This is what he's.
I
Uh,
can hear you now.
you hear me?
Yeah, I heard you the point where you're saying that there
Hold
was a
on.
lot
Hey,
fake fights, but
private chat. Let me check here.
you can't hear me either. You can't hear me. Okay. Okay. I can hear you.
Yeah, I can hear you now. I can hear you now.
Okay, perfect. You left off where you're saying there
You
was a
got
lot
me?
more MMA fights, but they don't get paid.
Okay, I can hear you now.
Yes,
Okay.
you're saying there were a lot more. Okay, go ahead.
The pro- what? What? You got me?
I didn't say that.
Bloody hell.
Yes, I
I
can
can hear
hear
you
you.
now. Can you hear me now? Is that old commercial from that? You hear me
Yes.
now? Good. Okay. But yeah, like I said, how there's that pro and con of box between MMA, and how like I was saying before, the pro is that MMA. There's more MMA fights right now. It's this weekend. They're having a fight and boxing fights, but the con is MMA fighters don't get paid as much as boxers. Like even the top tier guys in MMA is not getting paid as maybe the guys who's at the even the top 10 in boxing. You feel that's unfair?
I feel like MMA is a new sport that's coming up. I feel like eventually we'll get there. I don't want to take anything away from boxing. I feel like boxing is the art within itself. pretty and it's pretty hard as well because I train that as well. I don't want to take anything away from it. I just think in due time that MMA will rise up to that. I think they just trying to still establish themselves a little bit more for it, and I think that's why they're doing so many more fights.
Yeah.
So
Hmm.
would
Yeah,
you
because
say
I
you're
know some
training?
guys
They're
like
still like changing
remember
the
I
rules?
think there was a if you ever heard, yeah. 'Cause I remember there was a boxer by the name, you've never heard of him, called Bernard Hopkins. They would call him B Hop. Today made a comment.
Yes.
He called MMA gay. Yeah, he called it gay sex. And
Oh
I
my
think a lot of
God.
hardcore boxers, yeah, yeah, I think a lot of hard. He changed his mind about it some time ago. He changed his mind, but I think a lot of hardcore boxing fans still haven't got into it. They think it's still kind of a savage sport compared to boxing, and that's the thing. Everybody's gonna have a different opinion of something. Now, this is also we talk about this with Coach how there's so few black women in the sport of MMA, but they're starting. The numbers are starting to grow. Like like and I know
Yes.
uh, yeah, Brianna Van Buren because y'all both were in Victor, Sarge
Yes.
Eubanks, Mariam Renault. Yeah, there's quite a few sisters that's getting into MMA because for a while it's mostly women from Brazil, white women, and women of Asian descent. But you feel like that now that there's that more of our women are stepping up into the sport.
Yeah, there is. I mean, yeah, I've seen like it's coming. Not as big though, but hopefully it grows more.
Yeah. Also, recently there was a situation that happened because you saw if you hadn't watched the news or saw on the internet lately, Julia Stelenko had a little fainting session while she doing the weigh-in. When you are getting ready for a fight, how do you do your diet? How you prepare? How you do very careful? You cutting weight, and that's a danger.
Yeah,
Cut
I don't
weight
try
because
like
you
like
your
a lot
body.
of these females they come down. A lot of people come down for like yeah, a lot of these people come down for like 20 pounds, which I don't think is pretty healthy. I don't even think it's that fair to do so. So I just try to stay within 5 to 10 pounds of cutting some weight so it doesn't be as dangerous and it's kind of more of a natural way. So basically I just do like I just take my water weight out of me. It's not necessarily like I'm kill myself or something. Or hurt
That's
myself or endanger myself. It's ridiculous.
yeah, because Valentina Shevchenko, same thing. Because I think she says she's around 130, something like that, and she tries to stay in within 5 or 10 pounds of her weight class because she always
Yeah.
comes in a weight
Yeah,
before.
me too.
Because pretty much,
Yeah.
yeah. Because women, y'all have a higher BMI compared to men because y'all have it in your hips and your thighs, especially black women. Y'all have more of it in some places than others, and that's the hard part about it. As I said again, I follow bodybuilding, and yeah, in sport of bodybuilding, that also happens quite often, where you have to push out that extra water to show off that muscle, and that's a danger. As if there's been people have suffered from dehydration and sometimes even full out died. And but if you could change things in the sport, what would you change? What we feel like they need to change in the sport to make it more safer for fighters?
I think I would cut like at least not allow people to cut that much weight. Kind of like and do like dehydration tests like kind of like wrestling do. You know how you get a dehydration test and then you can't cut like certain amount of weight over 20 pounds or over 10 pounds just to keep it safe for everyone. I mean, just for everyone to be more healthier with it. I feel like that probably the best thing. That's what I would change. I don't know.
Yeah, that's
Maybe
problem is your ideology is too progressive, and people don't like progressive ideologies. But I was thinking like this, that's a better idea. Yeah, I know. Because right now we're supposed to be getting like we're supposed to be getting the stimulus checks coming out, and originally want to give us $2,000. So instead of well, nah, you can't give people $2,000. Let's give them 1,400. Come on, come on, what? Come on, $2,000 wouldn't hurt nobody. We use that money. Maybe some people will spend it stupidly, but some will spend it a little smart. Won't you think?
Right. Yeah, I think so. I think some people
Yeah,
spend it smart, some people spend it stupid, but
yeah.
it's
Mm-hmm.
always going to be a pro or con to something. But
Yeah.
even if
But the
they
big
spend
question
it
is,
decent going
how
back
does?
to comedy.
Mm. Yeah. How does it feel to be a baby, having this little, hey, mommy, I love you, mommy.
That feels really good, you know? It feels really good. She goes through like everything
Yeah.
with me, like
That's the
all
thing is, like I
my
said,
classes. So
mm-hmm. Yeah. Does she sleep at night, or she stays up all day and all night and or whatever? How she sleeps?
she sleeps all night now, so she's been doing that for a while. So in her crib, I just lay her down and she goes to sleep around 7:30. So and she wakes up around 8.
Now, yes, sir. What's the name of your daughter again? That I forgot to mention before we started the interview. Um,
What's the name of my what?
your daughter again, because well, we were talking earlier, but I didn't, because we didn't say it. We didn't say it, I didn't mention it because it was just a while ago, and we talked about your daughter before we started the interview. So, what's your daughter's name again?
Oh, okay. Her name is Sayla.
All right, Selah. All right, that's a cute little name. And you follow her on IG. You see pictures with Selah. She's so cute. She's a cute little baller baby. And like I told her, my
Mm.
favorite movie was Austin Powers. And I told her like I'd be like Fat Boss. I said, Dr. Eva, keep your money. Let me eat your baby. Yeah, yeah. What, like I say, if you think Sailor will follow your footsteps and become the next inmate superstar, or what would you want your daughter to be when she grows up, or what do you think she will be?
Um, I don't know. Whatever she wants to do. I mean, I support whatever. She loves to fight. She got these little gloves, so she loves punching the bag or smacking the bag. But and her dad is a big jiu-jitsu guy, so I feel like she really have no choice but to fight while she's around. But whatever she likes to do, I support her. I try to,
Yeah, that's good.
right now she got a lot of
Yes,
gymnastic stuff, so I'm trying to get in that area.
it's good to have that you and your boyfriend have this background together, and she's coming up in an athletic family, and she's learning. She has gymnastics, and she maybe could be the next what's that girl's name? The gymnastics girl. God, you know, I, what's that gymnastics girl's name?
Uh,
Uh, the medals, not Gabby, not Gabby, the other
Not
girl.
Gabby, the other.
I forgot her name.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh, I'm sorry. I
yeah,
apologize to her, but I'm a big fan of her. I forgot her name.
yeah. I know. Simone Biles. That's who it is.
Some,
Yeah. So
there,
your daughter could
yeah,
be.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Thanks. Oh, my man, Robert Henry's in the chat. This is Robert Henry. Say hello to Chanel. You might have heard him. Robert Henry's a sap. He just gave me the name Simone Biles. Yeah. Robert, that's Simone Biles, and he's one of my supporters.
Thank
He
you,
also
Chantel.
follow Coach also. But yeah, yeah. He's a poet, but also Robert Henry is a savage. You know, and that, yeah, because that's a good thing. Like, you as a mother, both of you want your child aspire to be something, and that's great. That's a beautiful thing. Children always need that support of both their parents. She could be anything she wants.
Oh,
Oh yeah, Robert Henry says hello to
thank you.
Chantel.
Hello, how are you?
Yeah, yeah. Thanks, Savage. Yeah, you know. Anyway, we'll give you a few. We'll wrap it up a little bit because I know you got a busy day. In your army's always got you. Got to be. Yeah, but like I said, the biggest thing would you, if you could change anything in in your life, what would you change? What path would you have taken if you have gotten to it?
Uh, I think only thing I would change if had to or want to, it'd be just timing. I feel like that's something that everyone takes for granted. I wish I started this or found my path long time ago, but I understand everything happens for a reason and the perfect timing. But I'm so grateful for it. I just wish it would have came sooner.
Like I said, the advice I would give you, like I said, this is a great advice you can. What advice you give to young women who say, I want to be a writer, and what do I need to do? Well, what I need to do to get to where you are at? How do I get? Just you know,
At first, I say just make the decisions on what you want to do. Second is find out what you're good at, your talents are, and what your passions are. Then I would say find somebody, uh, connections, somebody who's already doing that, or someone who has the same mindset as you, and surround yourself with it. Just saturate your life with what you want to do, and never, ever, ever give up. Just never stop. Always be persistent, and see it in your mind, visionary it, and you'll get to it. I always say show thanks and give thanks to every small little victory that you get, and that will be your push to just keep going, just keep going. That would be my advice. And work hard.
yeah,
Hmm.
that's great. That's great because man, put it like a video. What go this way, and that way. Well, like I said, this was great because I really appreciate your time. Because I know we're having technical difficulties with this, but this is a great interview, and I really enjoy it. I really
Yeah,
enjoy it, and I always wanted to meet you because I'm a fan of yours. Ever since that 20-second knockout, and Coach really was so hype about that. I said, "Wow, this girl put this girl out." And this is what I want to ask you: what was that feeling when you knocked that girl? I think it was a record you set. What was that feeling? I mean,
yeah,
you felt like you were like, uh,
yeah. I felt like I was flying. Yeah, it was an amazing feeling. It's like I don't know. Always, I don't know. Just always getting to punch somebody as hard as good, but just connecting that and such a big arena and with a big promotion. Uh, I was the first fight of the night, my very first fight. It was just amazing. It was just the best feeling ever. Like I will never forget it. It's been 2 years, and as you can see, I'm still talking about it. It's just the best ever.
it, it's always anything. I think if you follow any athlete, whenever they accomplish something, even though they might have done something else greater than that, they're always going to remember that first time they did it. Because it's like, you can never forget that first time where I did this, even though I done
Yes,
something else
exactly.
that's greater than this. You can never get that feeling. But there's one question I
Yes,
want
exactly.
I want to get you before we end the interview and this. As you know, recently Invicta has parted ways with the UFC, And
Yeah.
I know you know Sharon Nabbs. She's yeah, Sharon Nabbs. I know I've had a lot of respect for Sharon Nabbs. But how do you feel about that now that they're saying that they're going to try to show a lot of their fights on social media. I think maybe on
Showtime.
Facebook and also maybe also yeah, Showtime. They're going to Showtime.
Yeah, that's what I heard. I'm
Oh,
not too
that.
sure.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
I heard Bellator is doing the same thing too, going to Showtime. Hmm. That might be a good place for them because Showtime is where
Yeah,
um
I
uh
see
uh
everything. I'm always gonna as well.
yeah. I know Showtime is where Strikeforce started. You know, well, yeah. But anyway, I really appreciate your time. And I know you gotta you're in the army. You always get you on something. They're gonna probably call you. Maybe you got about time for your chow. But I want to give you want somebody shout out to like your gyms, anybody else, your family. You give a shout out right now while you're here. And
Yeah, I wanted to shout out to Jeb Childs, of course, Glory MMA, James Krause, Austin Ford, all my teammates, training partners, Willie Mack, Joe Ross, my personal trainer. She's the awesome. Of course, my family, my baby, to God, everyone who supports me, all my hometown, Leavenworth Wrestling, all my sponsors, Never Tab, my manager, Gary Brown, and Women of Comac, Top Team One Diva, Coach Sheldon. Hello, thank you. Shout out to you. And thank you for having me on here. So, and thank you for everybody who
oh,
joined
you're
in, chimed
welcome.
in.
Yeah, I really welcome. Anyway, I'm gonna say this. I want to talk to you. Before we leave. So before I end, I want to ask you something. Anyway,
Go ahead.
yeah, can't wait to see you. Yeah, got Marcus Bell saying he can't wait to see you back in the beach. So maybe hope he can see you back
I
in.
can't wait to be
Maybe knock
finished.
another girl. Yeah, maybe we might knock a girl
Yeah,
in
yeah.
10 seconds. Yeah.
Yeah, like my
Anyway,
coach,
I like to thank
like
all
so
the.
like offended me, but he wants to let me know that my punch and are gender neutral. Like he can't tell if it's a man or a female hitting him. So thank you for that, I
Ooh,
guess.
that's pretty good when a woman. Yeah,
Yeah, right. So
sometimes
thank you.
when the girl hits you, you say, "You like a girl." But if you hit me like a man, it feel like a man. Like this, I'm saying this real quick. My mother, bless her soul, she told us this: whenever you get in a fight with somebody, no matter man, woman, if they're gonna fight you like a man, treat them just like one.
No, don't do that to me. I like to be treated like a lady.
Treat you like a lady because you are a lady, man. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I treat you like a gentleman. I say yes, ma'am, in the chin. Anyway, I like to thank Miss Chantel Killer Coates, Miss 20 Seconds, for coming on to my channel. And I like to thank you all, my brothers, Marcus Bell, Robert Henry the Poet, and all you others. Her information in the description. So you want to check her out on her social media. Also, she has a Snapchat. Also she has a Cash App. She's a soldier right now. So so send her something, okay? Just as appreciation, and thank you for your service. So this is your man all the way, George Page. Better known as AKA, which is my moniker, MG live on YouTube.
Thank you again, everyone.
Okay, you still there?